Good morning. This is KELOLAND on the go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your day.
A 31-year-old man is behind bars after sending law enforcement on several chases.
Tuesday night, Rapid City Police received a report of an SUV that was stolen. Box Elder Police then spotted the vehicle and chased after it. The SUV had OnStar, which disabled the vehicle. Police say the suspect then got into a pickup that had a gun inside. Officers once again chased after the suspect. Police ended up using spike strips. The pickup then crashed into a building. Authorities say the suspect tried to run away.
Police arrested 31-year-old Luke Dvorak of Marty. He faces charges of eluding, possession of a stolen vehicle, obstruction, leaving the scene of a crash, and a warrant. Rapid City Police say both vehicles that were stolen were unlocked. They say this is a good reminder to lock your vehicles and remove any weapons.
According to Sioux Falls Animal Rescue, several bats in the city have tested positive for rabies. So far this year, a total of 29 bats in the city have been tested for rabies. Since the beginning of last month, 3 of those bats have tested positive. 2 bats were caught by family pets, while the third was found inside a home.
Officials say sick bats are less able to fly and are more easily caught. Pet owners should call their vets to make sure their pets are up to date on rabies vaccinations. Sioux Falls Animal Control says residents have called about bats in the home more than 135 times since the start of the year. Wednesday was a busy day for Sioux Falls Fire Rescue, especially those at the Central Station downtown. They responded to 3 fires along with several other emergency calls.
On days like these, heat stroke is something they have to watch out for. Firefighters carry heavy equipment and their fire suits trap in their body heat.
The air packs that we wear, about 20 minutes, they start to go off, indicating that they're low on air. That's sort of an alarm to us that we have to go out and to swap them. And when we're swapping out new tanks, we kind of just check on each other.
A safety officer is also on the scene of every fire. They often are checking on firefighters to make sure heat stroke is not an issue.
Now let's get a check of our weather with meteorologist Scott Munn. Some storms moving across southeast KELOLAND, Scott.
We are watching that. Minnesota and Iowa for this morning, moving to the south. We'll see if we can generate some scattered showers and thunderstorms this afternoon. And heading into the early evening hours, though, we are looking at better chances to see rain as we go through the day tomorrow and into the first half of the weekend, and that will be found across western, south central, and I would say parts of southeastern KELOLAND. That'll take us through the first half of the weekend. After that, we'll have dry skies Sunday through much of next week, so take whatever rain you can get. We'll have more details on your forecast with Brian coming up.
All right, thank you very much, Scott. Well, check out these pictures from the Clark, South Dakota Police Department of a landspout in the area. Authorities say the siren sounded for a possible tornado near the city in the northeast part of the state.
Emergency personnel tracked the landspout as it moved away from the city. A landspout forms when a thunderstorm cloud is still growing. They usually don't last long, but can still produce damage. Army veteran Dave McFarland of Correctionville, Iowa, reunited at the Vietnam Veterans Memorial last week with a friend he hadn't seen for more than 50 years.
Now, the joyous moment took place while McFarland was an honored veteran on a Midwest honor flight trip to Washington, D.C. His daughter arranged the reunion.
I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to get her back. I've got to get her back somehow.
And you can check out this full story here on our website. It's titled Reunion at the Vietnam Veterans Memorial Wall. A former Sioux Falls bar owner and manager has a new book out called Echoes After Dark, Here Comes the Dawn.
It's a rewrite of Tom Gunlick's first book depicting Sioux Falls' nightlife of the 1970s and 80s when people sometimes had to wait in line to get into nightclubs.
It's about my 13 years in the bar business and all the places that I did. From Night City, where I started, to Gunners, to After 5, to Opie's, and the last one I did, which will surprise a lot of people, was Scarlett O'Hara's.
Gunlick will be at a book signing tonight at the Crowbar from 5 until 7. He's donating $1 from every book sold to Emily's Hope and Juvenile Diabetes of South Dakota. Students from England are uncovering the past at a Mitchell landmark for the 20th year. The excavations are underway at the Mitchell Prehistoric Indian Village.
The field school includes 12 students from the University of Exeter and 1 student from Augustana University. The students are finding unique items at the site.
And something we've never ever seen before is this amazing It's amazing carved shell bird motif, possibly made out of a clamshell. You've sort of got the mother of pearl shining on one side.
The prehistoric Indian village will be celebrating Archaeology Awareness Days this weekend. The public can watch the students make new discoveries. That's a look at some of our top stories.
Now let's get one last look at your weather with meteorologist Brian Karstens. Brian?
All right, our weather here today, well, watching these chances of rain. What's next? Well, we are still watching the steering currents around this area of high pressure. Now, that has resulted in some rain that's been beneficial across parts of western Minnesota. There's been a narrow strip there that's been better. Obviously, we'll see what flares up today with the influence of that high. I would expect more scattered hit and miss variety rains. Let's see if we include a little more of central South Dakota today on that. And then also the Black Hills again, you know, around Spearfish, we had some decent downpours yesterday, locally an inch or two of rain. I do see the overnight forecast trending the same direction here. We'll generally see just limited rain there. But Friday afternoon, yeah, we can do this again. You know, there's a chance in the northeast. There's even a few things closer to Sioux Falls that could give some of us some rain. And boy, it's getting important now because quite honestly, once we get to Saturday, which again kind of features more of these flare-ups in the south and the west, then our region is basically going to go back to drier, cooler Canadian air. So see the front there Friday night, that kind of sets up that better chance in the southern and the western areas of South Dakota. And then I would say Saturday also can see the same areas there. The Black Hills, we can argue out to Pierre, maybe Winter, Valentine, but then once that front slides enough to the south by Sunday, then that should be about it. And then we'll be drier. And I'm not too really big on any rain chances early next week. It looks pretty dry. So here are the numbers today. We're close to 90 in Mitchell, 90s in a couple of locations around Chamberlain and also in Pierre. The forecast on the 7 days. So we have those two chances of rain stacked on Friday and Saturday, and then Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of next week. It looks dry. Not as warm, though. That's another benefit there, too. We're in the 70s. Aberdeen, let's include a couple of these hit-and-miss variety areas of rain today, tomorrow, and Saturday. And then that's about it there for that. I think Pierre also will likely stay a little cooler early next week. Better chances, though, that we're going to see more, I would say, coverage of thunderstorms. And the rains in Rapid City are certainly more bullish. We've got a number of factors alluding to at least a half an inch, if not an inch or better, of rain. And it's going to be in the low 70s. So that's quite the difference. Check out the details with the rest of the weather online and some rainfall totals as well. That's at kettleland.com.